Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So basically this is going to be my response to a video of a YouTuber that I tend to watch from a long time ago, and I think what I have to say, it serves to everyone including myself, because we are all flawed, and just because we say things and we are aware of things doesn't mean we quite behave it like that. So if you want a little bit of my thoughts and my view about how he thinks that YouTube is ruining his life, just stick around and perhaps you might learn something, or perhaps some of my thoughts will help you become aware of something that you're not yet. So anyway, you get the point. And Daniel, if you're watching this, I just felt the need to reply to your latest video, and easier for me to reply with a video rather than write a whole lengthy comment in your comment section, and perhaps you're not going to read that. So as a context, we basically found out about Daniel maybe 3 years ago when one of his videos was pushed on our YouTube feed, and since then we kind of kept updated with him, and mostly because I can relate to him character-wise. I think some of his frailties are mine, and so I can empathize with him. So that's how, and also because his type of content is quite unusual, and it used to be attention grabbing until he just stopped. So that's why I wanted to comment on it. So I'm just gonna address it to Daniel basically.
The problem is, even though I like making the weird content because I like seeing people's reaction to it, it kind of makes me look like a massive twat and very undateable and borderline. And the problem is, I feel like if I keep making that kind of content, I'm going to end up being alone for the rest of my life. And even if I use dating websites or dating apps, and I try and keep the channel a secret and I don't say anything about the channel, they usually end up finding out about the channel anyway, because surprisingly, even though I'm not really that famous, my channel's still kind of small. I've had several experiences, maybe about 4 times it's happened before, where I matched someone, I didn't tell them about the channel, and they found out anyway, either because just by coincidence they found out. I'm surprisingly more famous than you may realize, and people do recognize me. Maybe because of the Elvis the Alien interview that got millions of views didn't really help my situation. But yeah, I've come to the realization that I don't feel confident in being able to keep my channel a secret, and when they find my channel, the reaction most girls have is they get a bit freaked out. They've got a lot.
I think when you're dating someone, you should tell them before they find out. I mean, you should make it clear, like, this is what I'm doing, this is why I'm doing. Are you okay with that? Why not having a channel without people knowing who you are, and then you're not gonna end up in this type of situations? Of course they're gonna freak out because you haven't made the introduction yourself with what you're doing, and they had to find it on their own by themselves. And it is entertaining, but at the same time it's weird because we don't know your reasons behind it. So, and that's okay, your audience doesn't have to know that, but at least if you're expecting to have a decent relationship with someone and you expect not to push them away, I think you should be honest about it to begin with and tell her the reason you're doing this, or reassure her. Or even if all those things you said are true, how about you be the one that makes the step and say, like, look, this is my channel, this is what I'm doing, this was a period of my life that was really weird, and I kind of like some unusual stuff, I like to, it turns me on to, and tell her what you did before she finds out. And she might be like, some of them might be like, yeah, no thanks, but the right one will appreciate your honesty, and she will not freak out when she sees your channel. I would argue, at least.
A lot of questions. Most of the time they block me or unmatch me, or they don't want to meet me anymore because they're scared that they'll end up on the channel.
You can reassure her that, look, I'm not going to bring you on this channel, this is only between me and you, and unfortunately you have to see a girlfriend as a girlfriend, not as a source of income for your monetized videos. You know what I mean? You can't have it both ways. You either pretend you have a girl and you create content with her, but when the camera shuts off, you don't do anything. Basically, you're just the girlfriend for the videos. And or either you have a serious relationship and you respect her privacy, or I think you could be with another YouTuber.
So in order to make my channel less creepy and reduce the chances of freaking girls out, I would have to just take down half the videos on the channel. I would have to stop making the weird content that I kind of like making. I don't like making boring stuff, you know, non-weird content. You might say, Daniel, why don't you just make normal content like everyone else on YouTube does? It's because it doesn't interest me.
So why not you introduce yourself with all your weirdnesses, all your weirdness, weird side, and all your weird stuff you've already done? Why not introduce that beforehand?
And that boring. I don't want to make videos like 5 top things I love about Japan, or day in the life of my introverted life. That's just not what I'm interested in making. As a content creator, I like to push the boundaries on what is socially acceptable and not acceptable, and as a result, that has resulted in a lot of people hating me, and it's resulted in people not wanting to have anything to do with me.
Allow me to disagree with you. People don't hate you because you're making the type of content that it's unusual and that you push the boundaries on what is socially accepted. People are kind of disliking you because if you'd be to analyze your videos and what you've done, and video after video, it's just a lot of hypocrisy, and you've hurt some of the girls you were hanging around with, and that's what people don't like. People won't hate you because you're a weirdo. You know, people are weird anyway, you know, but some of them, they don't make it public, but some of them, like you, are making it public. I've seen channels on YouTube of people that are so passionate about being poor, and people don't show as much hate as they show on your channel because they make it clear, look, I am a porn star, so she will attract the fans of a porn star. She will not attract, of course she's gonna attract 1 or 2 hateful comments, but mostly a porn star has an audience based on their fans. So why do you think that your audience is based on haters? You show a lot of hypocrisy in your videos. Now, I'm not sure how you are and which of the things is true or not, but you're showing a lot of hypocrisy about the cheating stuff, and people don't like that because you wouldn't like it either. Let's be honest. But it has nothing to do with you as a person because people don't know you. They just know what you put out there. And this is the image you've unfortunately created.
Losing a girlfriend in the past, last year, you probably know who I'm talking about. But this is the price you pay.
But you haven't lost your girlfriend because of your YouTube. I'm not expecting you to change or to be like, oh my god, you're so right, I don't know how I haven't met you before, because that's not realistic. But I would like you to give you a hint of how you come across to us, because I am one of your viewers, and I'm just gonna make a video so I can explain myself rightly. So you haven't lost Mila because of your YouTube channel. A lot of people have girlfriends and husbands, and they are not losing their relationship because of the YouTube channel.
And to be honest, I can't really decide what I want. I want both, but you know the phrase, you can't eat your cake and have it, is kind of true. It applies to many things in life.
A lot of people have relationships and they have a YouTube channel. The problem that I see with your approach is that you want to monetize your relationship, and that's not gonna work unless the other person agrees with that from the beginning.
Emotion I have, and I guess the emotion I have right now is maybe I should give up on the dating thing and just focus on my channel and focus on what I love doing, and maybe that will work out better than trying to focus on...
Well, I think, like you already said, you're focusing on the emotions, and for a reason that I know, because I behave like you're insisting that the YouTube has anything to do with your private life. And that's not true. The best example is that a lot of YouTubers have families and so on and so forth, and they are not divorcing because of their YouTube channel, and they have content based only on their family, and they're still not doing it. So basically, you need to travel or you need to have a girlfriend in order to create content that shocks people. Fortunately, you've created an audience that doesn't like you, and I don't know any of other YouTubers that has done that, and that's quite something to pull off. But at the same time, it can't be that 101,000 subscribers don't like you. Some of them, me and my partner watch you and we wonder, like, what are you doing? Because you have a talent that you're not monetizing. You speak Japanese, you know how to draw. You're good, like you said, at catching people's attention. Isn't it really nothing that you could do with your abilities? Do you really have to be stuck on this loop that you think that because 3 years ago it worked, this type of content, you have to still doing it? Do you really think that repeating the same things are gonna help your channel grow? There's a lot of potential within you that you are, and this is true for all of us, of course. I'm not here standing like a boss, like basically, you know, I know better than you, so I'm hoping I'm not coming across arrogant. I'm generally trying to give you a little bit of insight. You know, I don't want you to agree with me, but I would like, if anything at possible, any of my thoughts and my awareness could bring something into your awareness as well. Because for example, we really like to see you drawing. We don't like the cooking bit, but your drawing, it's really nice. And how about start to draw stuff and invent stuff, or allow your abilities to capture attention with your drawing? Why do you have to record your girlfriend? You know, how about invent the girlfriend you want? How about have a normal relationship and don't involve her in what you're doing? And at the same time, you can invent any girl you want with your drawings, and that could be your girl for YouTube. You are good at storytelling. There must be something you can do. And there is, and you know there is, because otherwise, hopefully you will finally find the courage to confront yourself and become the person you know you can be. Definitely, there is a lot of potential within you that just awaits there to be discovered. But to be honest, you, like most of us, you just can't be asked. And if only we would take responsibility for the fact that no, we can't be asked, but at the same time, we should not complain when things don't go how we would like it to go. So yeah, that's it. I hope this gave you a little bit of insight of how some of your viewers see you and what do they think when they see your stuff.